Gavin, this is we're bouncing back and forth between Nasdaq futures and S&P futures. Um, Bias for the day, man. I think we're going to be pushing higher, but we'll see. We had a pretty large dump yesterday. Um, we'll see. Large dump yesterday, a pretty big dump overnight um, in the London session. We've made up the majority or all of the London dump that we had last night. I think we push a little higher here. We'll see though. We're gonna keep the sizing pretty small today. We're gonna trade the personal capital account, so we're only gonna be trading one or two micros per trade here. Probably one micro per trade. Yeah, I might not trade today. Made a decent amount on my XFA. Was down 1K. Now I'm back up to zero. There you go. It's a good feeling. You have no idea. We'll see. I did take a stab at this. So we kind of came up here and uh, swept this London high, or what was the previous London high, as you can see, like the start of the session or the middle of the session almost. So when we came up there and swept that, I did take a stab earlier at a little pre-market uh, short. Could have held it longer. I needed to take a shower and get ready for the stream though, and get ready for my day. So I closed it when we were like down here, and then I came back and it turned around a little bit. So not too mad about that. But I think we're gonna take the remainder of our trades today, or the only trade that we're gonna take on the funded on the or the personal capital account. I mean, we'll see how it goes. This is ES right here. This is NQ right here. We'll bounce back and forth. I appreciate that, Hunter. Appreciate that, man. Hope you get some good sleep, bro. What's your bias today on ES? I don't really know, man. I'm. It's kind of weird because we had news scheduled for the day, but because of the government shutdown, it's not going to happen. Um, I would imagine because we dumped so hard in the London session overnight, and then we dumped obviously yesterday. Uh, I would think that we were gonna push a little higher here today, but we'll just see what the market gives us. Let me borrow 50. I'm broke, man. Let me borrow 50. Broke. Got no money over here. Unprofitable trader, bro. Trying to get my first payout. Hopefully the government opens next week. News is crazy next week. Yeah, it'd be nice. I don't know how that works with the news that was scheduled this week during the shutdown. Uh, I think it'd be interesting to see whether like they just release all that all at once. I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like all the news that was supposed to be released this week that wasn't. Do they just dump that all at once or what? It's all rescheduled for next week on. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that'd be nuts if it's all on one day. Nah, I'm not making fun of you guys, hands. It's not going to happen. It's contingent. If you look at the Forex Factory, did I close this? If you look at Forex Factory, it says contingent on government shutdown or whatever. does it say exactly? U.S. government data may be impacted by the shutdown. Tentative events are subject to delay, revision, or cancellation. So it's not going to happen if the government doesn't reopen, which, who knows, it could. By 10 o'clock it could, but most likely not. All I'm wondering is bullish or bearish. I don't know, man. We got 16 minutes. We'll find out. I thought this was going to try to go take out the lows here. But ES NQ's in the middle of the range here. I'm going to clean this up so you guys aren't. So this is NQ. This is midnight open. We're just kind of dancing in the middle of that range. Similar with ES. ES did take out this previous high of the beginning of the London session, but as you can see, London dumped pretty hard last night. Asia dumped. Kind of recovered. It's interesting. Both of these sessions dumped and then ended almost exactly where they began, or London was a little higher than it began. So we'll see. It could be that New York AM just dumps. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. You see, we dumped so hard yesterday in the AM session, recovered in the PM. I think we could see a pump to start the session here. We'll see. This is the 4-hour chart right here on ES. So we're delivering out of this bullish 4-hour fair value gap. NQ's delivering out of this 4-hour gap. Same one we were on yesterday. So it'll be interesting. 16 minutes and 20 seconds. Or excuse me, 14 minutes and 20 seconds. You would think, Daniel, but that news came out 2 days ago. I don't know how much of a role that has. I mean, you got to think that I've been analyzing that, not to get too in the weeds, but just from an economic standpoint, it's kind of interesting. Obviously, you would think peace makes the market go up, but at the same time, think about all the industries that are now, there's some big industries that are not going to be able to sell their products for that specific war that's going on, as sinister as that sounds. You had Palantir was using their AI technology, or at least testing it out. Pretty demonic, in my opinion. But then you got to think about all the defense contractors and defense companies. Those stocks go up when war happens. They shoot up. So it'd be interesting to see what all happens. I don't either. Supposedly Israel's already, it was a couple hours after the deal was announced, they're already bombing. I don't think they actually want peace. They just want to continue their. Don't get me started. Exactly, Zach. Keep those Bibles. Yeah, they did, Justin. They did immediately. Yeah. Could have been, but you think that they would hold those. You would think that if the consequences for being a goofball like that were that severe, that it would kind of prevent people from. Imagine if our military did that, though. There's a peace deal, and some guys take it upon themselves to launch an attack afterwards. Imagine what their punishment would be. They'd be sitting in Leavenworth. They'd be done. Jordan, news is probably not going to happen today because the government shut down. What's up, man? What's up, JW? How's it going, man? This is ES. We're going to bounce back and forth between ES and NQ. Whichever one's cleaner is the one we'll end up taking a trade on. Oh, yeah. I mean, but then most guys get punished. You know what I mean? Like, you hear those stories. I mean, not always. You know, I got a lot of buddies that are in the military, or at least were. I mean, you definitely hear stories like that. It's only some news that are not happening, not at all. I don't think it's happening at all because of the government shutdown. What's up, Yummy? What's my bias? I don't really know. I want to see how price reacts as soon as the market opens. We did dump pretty hard here in the London session. Um, you can see that right here. It's fully recovered at this point. Asia dumped and then fully recovered. We dumped hard, obviously, yesterday in the AM session. Recovered a little bit in the PM session. If I was guessing, I would think that we're going to push higher here at least. We'll see. Trump might post on Truth about the peace deal. Yeah, he's supposed to be. He said something about maybe going over there. What's up, Pete? Bruce, this is not Forex. This is NASDAQ futures. Yeah, I see what you're talking about with that SMT right there. ES always does that for not all. I shouldn't say always. ES does this a lot in the pre-market session, especially between like 7 and 9 o'clock, where it'll take a high and NQ won't. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, no face. I'm kind of with you on that. I think we are bullish, but again, I'm not going to marry that bias. It's just something to keep in the back of your mind. Got 9 minutes till market open. Could just take this London low and then go higher. Why does this do that? Yeah, that's a BTC, Spaceman BTC. It just shows the 4-hour open and close, and Monday high, low. Uh, it's an interesting indicator. Just kind of get certain levels. And then the session indicator I use is this ICT kill zone. Previous day low. You can see that. I can see it's taking London at open and then maybe going higher, maybe continuing to dump. Let me know if that music's too loud, by the way. I can't really get a gauge for what you guys can hear. Is it too loud, though? Or am I too loud? Lower it a bit. Okay. How's that? I have the volume dial like almost as low as it can go, so that's weird that it's that loud. Six minutes. I think we might. The book map is unclear here with both NQ and ES. There's orders lit up in both directions. Nothing too thick. The order book's not that thick, but there's. It looks like maybe the orders higher are in control here. The buy side. It's hard to tell though. Do I trade both? I bounce back and forth, whichever one's cleaner. I like ES over the past couple weeks. It seems like it's been cleaner movements, but we keep an eye on both. I have both pulled up on multiple monitors here, different time frames. Yeah, I like that indicator too. I like being able to just spot it with myself though, because I don't like my chart getting too. As you can tell, I like keeping things very clean and minimalistic. I feel like I can read price better that way. Appreciate that, Ant. You the man, dude. Always coming in with the gifts. Who else is pumped for this 11 a.m. Battlefield release? I got class, dude. I got class right at 11, right when it comes out. You doing all right, Ant? How's your day going, man? Calling off the play. Tyrone. Man, you're about to have a day. I can feel it. You're going to make up for yesterday. I feel your hunger. Feel it. Woke up a bit late, but good. Body needed to sleep, man. Your body needed it. I woke up early, actually, but I stayed in bed later than I usually do. Stayed in bed till like 6:30. I'm doing all right, though. Appreciate the follow, Wavy. Yeah, I forgot to check that long that I was calling out on the chart. What ended up happening with that? Yeah, it ended up playing out. It just went a little lower first. I think this is where we were, I think this was where I was calling the long, and it failed right here, and then ended up coming all the way back down to here, and then going a little bit higher. Would have been nice to catch this. Let's see, what do we have here? Had a little bit of a breaker here. Then it pushed through the breaker, didn't respect it. Where'd that just go? Oh. What do we have? Yeah, could have taken it off the inversion here. Up to those highs. Not the best, not the cleanest. How do I have it set up? All the settings are in my in the Discord. The Discord's in the bio, in my bio. Is that right, Jordan? Are you sure about that? The news is still going to happen? University of Michigan. Okay, yeah. You might be right because that is University of Michigan at 10. You might be correct. Very well could be correct on that. Yeah. Says the link is expired. The heck? I got you. Hang on 1 second. We got market open here in 1 minute. I need to fix that. I thought I had it fixed. Appreciate you telling me. There's the link, Trace. Yeah, I appreciate you telling me that, Jordan. That's good to know. Nice. What's up, Nathan? All right, market open here, 9 seconds. Excuse me. Maybe manipulation for a dip. We'll see. A little bit decoupled here. This is ES, by the way. Whole lot of nothing right there. Buddy walking by the window. What's up, Nora? Is you waving outside? Unless you got really long hair, really long dreads, and you're cleaning the pool. What's up, Dean? All right. Another push up there to London. All-time highs coming here, maybe. 8,000, dude. You're crushing it, bro. Here's all-time highs. London swept on NQ right there. Dropping down to the 1 minute. Something's going on with my Percy Jackson here. It's not going to let me trade it for some reason. My buy and sell symbols are grayed out. I'm going to have to figure this out. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to figure that out later. I don't know what that's about. I'm signing into my prop firm. There we go. That's frustrating. Why is it not letting me trade my... All right, let's see what we get here. See if this is a dump. Shorting all-time highs would not be the best feeling to do, but NQ is pushing lower. Could just be a retest of that 1 minute. See what this does here. This could be interesting. What's up, Hector? Trying to see what this wants to do here. No, I'm not comfortable with that. Let's see what this wants to do. I'm bouncing back and forth. This is the 5 minute now. Here's the fair value gap indicator. Trying to figure out why my personal isn't allowing me to. Something wrong with it. When I wasn't live, it helped you. Hey, man, do what you got to do. I should have jumped into this. I knew that was going to push higher. I wanted it. Book map is very thin. What's up, Parka? Yeah. Definitely hear you on that. We get a touch back here. I might Get a touchback on you. I think it's just going to push. It's going to run without us. We're not going to get a chance. Dang, Star, that sucks. We trading this? I want to get an entry, man. I'm not seeing one. Not going to FOMO into it. If I can get an entry, I'll get in there. Patience. Patience. Order book is thin. Order book is super thin. Not sure right now, man. Kind of just waiting for I'm thinking long, but I just want to get an entry here. Order book is super thin. I really want to figure out what's going on with my live account because it's not my thing is grayed out. Here, might get an entry here. Guess it's not ideal trading. Glad I'm not in this. Just chopping right there. All right, while this chops, I'm going to try to figure out my personal account real quick. I got to turn this screen off so you can't see my info. Hang on. Probably should do that on my YouTube as well. What the fuck? Why is it telling me that I can't trade this? This is going to piss me off, man. Sorry about this, guys. Got to figure this out. I'd figure it out later. Very frustrating. Yo, you're about to get banned. You're done. Wasn't even looking at the chat, dude. I was trying to figure something out. I'm not your fucking chart. You pull up your own chart. You. Yeah, it didn't take all-time high. It's weird. It took Asia though. NQ or ES just turned around too. I don't know what's wrong with my amp thing. Everything's set up. All the settings are in place, and it's not letting me do it. See if we get a retouch. See what this wants to do here. Yeah, it was strange. I don't even know who that guy is. I've never seen him before. Yeah, what does he think this is? So the interesting situation here, we do have news, supposedly, according to, forgot who it was that said it, we're going to be able to get the news here in 9 minutes. We got super close to all-time highs right there and didn't take it. We did take Asia and then just reversed. ES just reversed before taking New York AM from yesterday. So the question is, are we confident in shorts here? No, I've been able to take a trade on there already once, so it's not a funds issue, it's not a margin issue, and I was able to. The button wasn't grayed out yesterday when I had it opened either, so something happened overnight or something. I don't know what it is. All the things on the AMP account still say clear and good to go. It's saying it's a trading view issue. I'm not sure. It's all good. I'll just trade props and I'll figure that out over the weekend. Yeah, I don't know what that dude's deal was. What in the world? So we're bouncing off of this 3-minute inversion down here. 4-minute inversion there, 5-minute inversion. So is it just going to touch back into that and then go higher here? It'd be kind of interesting. The fair value gap indicator is right here. No, I'm not 100% sure. We had a guy in here. He made a good point. It's coming from the University of Michigan, so I don't know that they require the government to be open for that to come out. So it could very well be released at 10. Excuse me. We'll be patient. Yeah, tagging right into it. We'll see what it does here. I'd be a little surprised if we dumped. Five minutes and 30 seconds until news. Yeah. Yeah, the book map's still lit up. I don't know if you're looking at that too, Pete. The book map's still lit up higher. Not so much on ES is kind of cleared out, but NQ still has a bunch of liquidity higher. You for ES over NQ, you just trade what looks good. I trade what looks good in R. Whatever's moving the most has the most clean movements. Right now, they're basically the same. It looks like, but over the past couple of weeks, it looks like it has seemed like ES has been moving cleaner than NQ, at least from my perception. I'm sure everybody sees things differently, but yummy. It was called Sierra Charts. I haven't checked it out. I think it was Nathan that recommended it. I still haven't had a chance to look into it yet. Yeah, let me know what you think. I haven't checked it out yet. I bounce around, Noah. I bounce around. That 5 minute just inverted there. Bouncing between these two 5 minute inversions. See what this does. We're just waiting for news at this point. I don't like any of this price action, to be honest with you. It's not something that it would be gambling, in my opinion, to take a trade with the way price is moving, at least for me. You're still feeling longs. I just saw that comment. I mean, yeah, you might be right. We're bouncing off of that 5. What's the 15 looking like? Bouncing off of this 15. Rejecting out of this 30-minute. 1 hour. It's interesting. I have no clue what price wants to do, if I'm being completely honest. That's why I'm hands off right now. Order book's super thin. ES and NQ. Thirty seconds. Yep, we got news. Slightly better than forecasts for the consumer sentiment. Inflation expectations down a little bit from previous. I don't know. That's not moving anything. Price is just chilling, dude. It's not doing anything. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Now we're just going down. This is boring. This is not good trading right here, bro. This is not at all. Like this is awful. I have no interest in any of this. Caught the long pushing up and the short coming down back to. You're up. There you go, Swiss. Is anybody trading this? I hope not. I hope no one's in this. No, I do micros. I do micros. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not interested in this at all. I do it depending on what account I'm trading. London lows? I really don't know, man. This price action is not something I can predict right here. Yeah, I don't really know how you would trade this. We haven't taken a trade here. I took a small one pre-market here. Hang on, forgot P&L's not on the screen. Took a small one pre-market, very very small risk. Got out because I had to go take a shower and get ready for the day, so I didn't want to sit there. Excuse me. But I was planning. The reason I don't have this on the screen is I don't plan on trying to trade the personal. That's a prop firm, so I was trying to trade the personal. I emailed AMP a minute ago. I'm waiting to see if they'll reply. I just took a look at the new Battlefield. It looks so good. Yeah, 11 o'clock it comes out, man. I'm gonna be playing that. I'm starving right now. Fasting gains. I've been fasting since 7 o'clock last night. Yeah, I don't think this is tradable. This isn't anything I'd want to get involved in. I might not be sitting here too long playing around with this. Chaz, I do. I mean, I guess you could call it that. I don't do like competitions or anything, so I guess professionally no. But I did play 2042. It wasn't that good. All the other ones I've enjoyed. That's the only one. That's the first Battlefield I have not enjoyed. His body always bullish. What did somebody say yesterday? What kind of milk do you drink? Buffalo milk or something like that. Isaiah, what up, man? Nar, yeah, it was you that said that. That was funny. I had a guy. I don't know if I. I don't think I had a guy come up to me in the gym, and he was like, here at the university, and he was saying something. He just whatever, and he was telling me that his roommate asked him if he had seen the huge ginger that had been walking around campus, and the dude had like taken a picture of me eating in the dining hall in the mess hall. Like, dude's never met me before. I guess he just randomly took a picture of me eating. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like I'm a zoo animal or something. I guess it is kind of weird to see a big, bearded, redhead 32-year-old on a college campus. I don't know. I can see where that would be kind of weird. Or like maybe shocking. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was weird. I took it as a compliment. I didn't tell him it was weird, but it's like, it's kind of felt like a zoo animal, honestly. I tell my girlfriend that a lot, and I don't mean that in like I don't know really how to feel about it. Like I've done it to myself. I can't control my height though. This price action is terrible. Nah, man, I'm undergrad. That's the thing. I get asked that too. Like, are you law school, doctor? Like, nope. Studying economics, man. I'm in undergrad. Looks a lot like me. There's not a lot of redheads anymore, man. We're a dying breed. We really are actually a dying breed. It's like less than 2% of the global population, and it's dwindling quickly. It's my playlist. This is a playlist called Tomorrowland Classics. I appreciate that, Nor. Appreciate that. Better get busy. What am I supposed to be doing, Pete? What am I waiting for? At this point, man, I'm waiting to hop off. This is not anything that I care to get involved with. This is terrible. Oh, making more. Oh. My girlfriend, she's German. She's not redhead, but she's like very light brunette, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what you would call it. She's got good genes though. How long am I on? I'm probably not going to be on much longer, man. I have class at 11, um, and I'm starving. I would really like to eat before I go. But this PA, like if something were to happen right now, like price just skyrockets or dips, might get interested. But look at this, dude. These are 5 minute candles. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. This is not something that I would. Yeah, make sure they don't catch you eating again. This is not anything I'd want to get involved with. This isn't even like a setup for a 3 drive pattern, I don't think. Maybe. One, two. Maybe we get the 3 drive. I don't know. Been good, man. Been good. Busy. School. School. Very, very busy with school. Had some midterms last week. Have more this coming week. A lot of reading. I'm taking a early Roman Empire course that's just reading like crazy, man. All kinds of reading assignments. They're just nuts. Does NQ have a lot of liquidity below? Not really, man. I mean, not a ton. It's got some down to like 295. Down to here. But not a ton. 86 orders stacked up at 295. It might be where it's headed. Martin, this is futures, not Forex. It's NASDAQ futures and S&P futures. Just been doing London. How's that been going? London's looks like it's been producing. I mean, this is London right here. It's had some good moves in there. You could have taken a long here off this 5-minute inversion. That would have been a nice little London move. I feel you on that. I traded it for a while, man. I think I told you back in May and June, that's all I was trading because of the way my schedule was. I had some success with it. I liked it. I'm still not convinced of a certain direction here. I'm not seeing anything that's within my trading style. Nothing on the book map that's convincing me. Honestly, might just call this. Come back next week. Preserve our mental capital and our actual capital. Just touch right into that, and then yeah, this isn't anything to be interested in, man. I'm going to call it. I think that's the executive decision to save my mental capital before I take a bad trade. I'll be back on Monday, boys and girls. You guys don't do anything stupid. Don't take bad trades. You don't have to click the button. Remember that. I'll be back on Monday. You guys be safe. Have a good weekend. Take it easy. God bless you guys.